Everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, and I am Roohindeep Kaur. In today's session, we're going to discuss whether if you want to, you really want to go for BBA courses. If you're in class 11th right now, you have just given your exam, you're starting, to think what you should be doing after your class 11th, right? You're going into class 12th. Are you going to start preparing for your entrance test? What should be your strategy, right? So we're going to discuss each and everything, right? And in today's class, I'm going to discuss the benefits of pursuing IPMAT, CUCET, etc. exams. What are the exams? How are they going to be convenient for you? How can you start preparing for them? So in today's session, I am going to discuss everything. So if you are in class 11th, or maybe you have just cleared your class 11th and you just came into your class 12th, you have these entire 2 years and 1 year right in front of you where you can start preparation for your entrance tests, right? So right now, what all are the important tests, what are their benefits, what can you expect from them? I'll be discussing each and everything with you. Okay, so I'm going to discuss major BBA IPM entrance exams, right? So these particular entrance exams are going to be conducted for the students who want to appear, who want to take admission in colleges and top-notch universities which are offering BBA courses, management courses, hotel management courses, right? So we're going to discuss that. Also, what are prominent BBA IPM institutes? So right now, abhi is saal kaun se institutes prominent hai? We're going to discuss that. What are the career opportunities and what are the benefits, right? So if you're right now thinking about ki kya karna chahiye, this is the session for you. And let's, without much ado, let's start today's session and let's discuss about the major BBA IPM entrance tests. So the first prominent entrance test that is that is being asked by a lot many students, whether it is worth it or not, right? So a lot many students, hi guys, hello, a very good afternoon to all of you, a very good afternoon, right? So a lot many students keep on messaging me or our counselors, and we get so many queries that are these entrance exams worth it? Like, what is the difference between CUCET and DUJAT? And right now, if you are thinking of preparing of these entrance tests, what is the basic difference in them? So DUJAT, right, is Delhi University's admission test, joint admission test, or we can, you can also call it as DUET-JAT, right? So Delhi University does what? It conducts these entrance tests for the students who want to get into their courses, right? So DUET is Delhi University entrance test, and JAT is specifically, JAT is very specifically asked for the students, that particular test is going to be taken by the university, the National Testing Agency for Delhi University, for the students who want to take admission in BMS, BBA, BA, HBE, right? So these particular courses are offered by Delhi University, and for these courses, if you're interested in them, and I'll be explaining why should you be interested in them. So Delhi University is going to take Delhi University admission test, joint admission test, DUET, JAT or DUJAT, right? Okay. Hi Sanskriti, hello Ritika, Vivek, Pooja, Ripsa, Bhuvan, hello. Okay. So CUCET, it is common entrance test for almost 45 plus central universities. It was conducted earlier. It's not like it is one of the newer entrance test. It was conducted earlier for 14 central universities. However, it has came into so much limelight because in the year 2021, the Education Ministry and all the central university, they came in front and they said, okay, we are going to conduct one common entrance test for all the central universities in India. So is it beneficial? I'll say very beneficial, because now you have access to all the central universities in India who are going to, take admissions into their various undergraduate programs, who are going to take admission in their various undergraduate courses through a common entrance test which is known as CUCET. CUCET का नोटिफिकेशन अभी तक नहीं आया है कि वो कब होगा. However, we know about CUCET is that they are going to conduct this entrance test commonly for 45 plus central universities, right? So it is to be conducted for plethora of universities and institutions, about 40 to 45, for courses ranging from science to arts and even vocational courses from the year 2022 onwards. So if you're a student who is in class 11th or is in class 12th currently, you're going to appear for your boards next year in 2023. Why am I saying this exam is important? Because this year you're going to know what type of exam will be conducted. Okay? This year students are right now somehow confused. However, we have been explaining what type of questions you can expect, what is the pattern of the exam, what is expected and tentative pattern of the exam. However, still there is somewhat confusion. But if you are a student who is going to appear next year or even in 2024, you have a upper hand. You'll know what exactly they're going to ask, right? So DUJAT and CUCET, these two entrance tests are very prominent major BBA IPM entrance tests that you should be researching. So if you want to get in-depth knowledge of the same, at BYJU'S Exam Prep, we are going to tell you about that as well. Third exam, which is one of the most prominent exams, right, that is IPMAT IIM Indore, integrated program in management aptitude test. Now this is around almost 10 years old entrance test conducted by IIM Indore for their 5-year integrated program, which is known as IPMAT, right? So this particular test, IPMAT, is for those students who do not want to wait after their graduation and appear for the very famous test known as CAT to get into IIMs to do their MBA. So if you are a student who is fascinated by IIMs, who has probably seen their seniors in the school or cousins or siblings going to IIMs and listening to all the stories, how magnificent and how nice the environment is and how nice of a culture for a particular individual at IIM a person can get to flourish as a प्रोफेशनल. अगर आपको वो चीज़ फैसिनेट करती है तो यू डू नॉट हैव टू वेट फॉर योर ग्रेजुएशन टू गेट completed and appear for CAT. You can also appear for IPMAT IIM Indore, and this is one of the tests which require dedication, hard work, because only the best of the best students are going to get into this unique IPM program of IIM Indore, right? So this is one of the program. If you're interested in this particular one, you can ask your questions, you can talk to our counselors. I'll also do a separate video on this, right? One of the most prominent and leading institutions who are giving you 5-year integrated program where you will be going for BA Finance, right? BA in Finance plus MBA, right, from IIM. Okay, so I have few questions. Okay, BBA in FIA. Acha, how tough is IPMAT? Okay, how tough is IPMAT? If I were to compare that with CAT that you're going to appear, going to appear for after your graduation, as if I talk in the terms of number of persons appearing, IPMAT में बहुत कम बच्चे appear होते हैं as compared to CAT. So number of persons are going to be less. And the second thing is they ask you higher mathematics and quantitative ability. And that is what differentiates it from many other BBA entrance exams and makes it a bit difficult than others. And also this exam is somehow going to test your knowledge, your in-depth knowledge of the concept of verbal ability, your in-depth knowledge of quantitative aptitude. aptitude. So yes, if I want to say how tough is IPMAT, I would say it is on the tougher side, right? So this is not for the students who are going to say, okay, I'll just prepare for IPMAT for 2 hours in a week and I'll be done. You cannot do that. You have to make a dedicated timetable to clear an exam like IIM Indore ka IPMAT, right? So this one is tough. I hope that answers your query. Now another IIM which is giving you 5-year integrated program is IIM Rohtak. They also conduct their entrance test and it is also known as IPMAT. So this is known as Integrated Program in Management Aptitude Test, but IIM Rohtak conducts it. The first one is conducted by IIM Indore and the second one is conducted by IIM Rohtak. So that is the basic difference with them. And in the first exam, you're going to get 2 sections, that is verbal ability and quantitative aptitude. However, in IIM Rohtak, you're going to get 3 sections, that is logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude and verbal ability. How many cutoff for IPMAT? Bhuvan, I'm going to do a separate video for IPMAT specifically, so I'll be going in depth information regarding that, so you might want to check that out, right? So cutoff बहुत ज़्यादा high नहीं जाता है for IPMAT, but given the factor that even if the cutoff is not very high, they're not going to give you every student score. Instead, they give you a score which is known as ATS, ठीक है, aptitude test score, for which they have a very special formula, right? So that special formula is used to get the ATS, so you never know your exact score. You can, however, have a good guess how much your score could be. So I'm going to discuss that in a separate section. Sanskriti says, ma'am, is math? Absolutely yes. However, IPMAT Indore is going to ask you a higher level maths question, Sanskriti, but they do not ask you to have mathematics as a subject in class 12th. Delhi University's DU ET JAT or DU JAT is going to have a eligibility criteria. They have eligibility criteria. So if you're a student of class 12th who wants to appear for DU JAT and you do not have maths, you're not eligible to sit in the exam. So yes, that is necessary for DU JAT. I hope that answers your query. Another IIMs who have very recently started taking admissions in their 5-year integrated program are IIM Jammu, IIM Ranchi and IIM Bodh Gaya, right? So these IIMs, IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya, they take their entrance they take admissions through the entrance test of GIPMAT. They also accept the scores of IIM Indore. However, there is a separate entrance test that is known as Joint IPMAT or GIPMAT for that matter, right? It is conducted by IIM Jammu and Bodh Gaya, right, for admission to new IPM programs of IIM Jammu and Bodh Gaya. And what about Ranchi, ma'am? IIM Ranchi accepts the score of SAT, right? Also the score of IIM Indore, and this year they are accepting the scores of IIM Indore. Do I need to include maths in the best of 4? Yes, absolutely, you have to do that. As I said earlier, maths is necessary for the students who want to prepare for DU JAT, right? So I hope that answers your query. So we had a discussion about DU JAT. Maths is necessary. You need to have mathematics as a subject in class 12th if you want to appear for DU JAT, if you want to go and appear for that particular examination. CUCET, however, just wants you to have minimum 60% marks in your class 12th. IPMAT Indore, IPMAT Rohtak, IPMAT Jammu and Bodh Gaya, they have different eligibility criteria. So we will be doing separate videos for each one of them. So stay tuned for that and do subscribe to our channel for the same thing. So in prominent BBA IPM institutes, Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, the #1 rank is given to this particular institute, and you can get admission to this particular college through DU JAT, right? So DU JAT or DU ET JAT, right? Indian Institute of Management Indore, that is you can get IIM Indore ke andar admission you can get through IPMAT Indore. That is the aptitude test. Narsi Monji Institute of Management Studies, they have their separate admission entrance test, and that is known as NPAT, right? So Narsi Monji is one of the pioneers of management studies in India. So this is also one of the prominent BBA IPM institutes. If you are, you know, making a list ke kaun se exam dene hai, this should be in your list, right? Indian Institute of Management Rohtak, as I discussed earlier, IIM Rohtak conducts IPMAT Rohtak. Separate test is conducted from that. Christ University. So Christ University is going to conduct a separate entrance test for their BBA admission, right? And this is known as a CUET. So CUET ka jo first lot hai for the year 2022, it is going to be conducted on this 13th of March. Is IP University good? Okay, so if you're asking me, ma'am, is IP University good for BBA? Of course it is good for BBA. So I always tell my students, never try to judge a university earlier. I would say please go and give each and every entrance test, clear each and every entrance test, have those choices in your hand, and then come and ask me, ma'am, I have these choices, where should I go? So is it good, is it bad? Do not decide it predominantly. Don't do that. ठीक है, आप पहले ही decide करोगे तो आप basically अपने दिमाग को you are giving excuses for you, you know, for you to lag behind in your preparation. So don't do that, right? So I would, that is an advice that I try to give each and every student who is preparing for these entrance tests. Never say, okay, probably Christ University is asking you easier entrance test as compared to DUJAT and IIM Indore, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can say it is not good. No. They are very good. If you check their NIRF ranking, you'll understand that these institutions have been in the top 15 BBA and IPM institutes in India from so many years, right? And they started these courses, the research on these courses, they have the best faculties, they have the best of the curriculum. Right, so we are going to have a discussion on what should be your choice if you have each and every entrance test cleared with flying colors. Okay, that discussion comes afterwards. What is the cutoff for IIM Indore? Sahil Jha, as I discussed, that I'll be doing a separate video for the same. So cutoff बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. There is a sectional cutoff for each and every section. So IIM Indore has 3 sections. 2 for quantitative aptitude, 1 for verbal ability. So they ask you multiple choice questions in quantitative ability, right, in one section. They ask you short answer type questions in the second section of quantitative ability, and the third section is for verbal ability, right? So you have to clear the cutoff for MCQs of QA, you have to clear the cutoff for short answer type of QA, you have to clear the cutoff for verbal ability. So each and every cutoff is supposed to be cleared, and after you have cleared the cutoff, then they apply a formula, a separate formula, right? There's a formula used to calculate ATS, that is aptitude test score. ठीक है, सो वो एक अलग चीज़ है, उसका इन डेप्थ में कभी जाएंगे, ठीक है, एक और सेशन करूँगी मैं अलग से हर एक कॉलेज के एंट्रेंस टेस्ट की एक्सप्लेनेशन की, क्या एलिजिबिलिटी है, क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द सिलेबस, एंड अगर आप क्लास 11th में हो या 12th में हो राइट नाउ, ठीक है, यू आर गोइंग टू अपेयर नेक्स्ट ईयर और यू नो नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट ईयर, दैट इज 2024. सो वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट एज वेल. व्हाट इज वैट? That is written ability test. You have to write an essay. Okay, a lot many institutes are asking for written ability test, but that always is going to be asked in the notification. So they're going to tell you that okay, we are going to conduct a written ability test where you have to write down essay on the current affairs or whatever hot topic is going on, right? So Christ University, CUET, Christ University entrance test, Symbiosis Center for Management Studies. Now Symbiosis universities, they have you know, वो नोएडा में भी है उनका एक इंस्टीट्यूट, एंड दे हैव इन पुणे. सो सिम्बियोसिस सेंटर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट स्टडीज ऑफर्स यू BBA, ठीक है, कोर्स, एंड इनका जो एंट्रेंस टेस्ट है इसका नाम है सेट बी, SETB, ठीक है, सिम्बियोसिस एंट्रेंस टेस्ट BBA. So this is one of the institutes just like Christ University who have maintained their ranking from so many years, and that is why we are keeping them in the list of prominent BBA IPM institutes. Also there is St. Xavier's College, right? Fine. And then several others. We have so many colleges, so many prominent institutes which are offering you BBA, but I'm going to give you a list of few so that you have an idea what you can start preparing for. One baseline of giving you this information is that when you understand that these many opportunities you have to prepare for these many opportunities, you start preparing for them, and you realize that many entrance tests have syllabus in common. Like the entrance test which are going to ask you logical reasoning, the syllabus is so much in common that if you're preparing for one institution, you're also preparing for the other entrance test as well. So that is one of the good factors of researching early, right? So if you're in class 11th and 12th right now, going to appear next year or next to next year, your research should include what is the syllabus. Ma'am, are you going to tell me what is the syllabus? I'm going to do a separate video on that. BBA or BCA, which has better career? Depends on what you're interested in. Okay, so it is not like someone if you come and ask me, ma'am, BBA or MBBS which has better career, so I can say MBBS because that would be my perspective, but at the same time I would say BBA because that would be my perspective. So perspective is a very 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 good factor and very big factor for that matter कि आप BBA बोल रहे हो या BCA बोल रहे हो. So that depends on जहाँ पे आपका interest है, right? And also that depends on कि आपको कौन सी चीज़ करना better लगेगा. So that is a better career that you will be interested in. ठीक है? So as such comparison कभी भी मत करना किसी भी course में. Journal management, right? So these are the careers in BBA and IPM. After these BBA IPM courses, you can have a journal management careers, ठीक है? So you can work as a journal management in any large corporation since you are well equipped with the skills required. So after this, you have ability to get into a large corporation or small corporation or corporate world, right? And through a journal management. Ma'am, 2-year drop after class 12th in 2020, can I give CUCET and CUET this year for BBA? Absolutely yes, Vishesh. Absolutely yes. आप CUCET दे सकते हो, ठीक है? There are few entrance tests जहाँ पे एज रिस्ट्रिक्शन है, IIMs being one of them, ठीक है? तो आपको बस अपना एलिजिबिलिटी चेक करना होगा. अगर आप क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी की बात कर रहे हो तो आप मार्च वाले 13th मार्च वाले में अपेयर नहीं हो सकते, बट फॉर अप्रैल एंड मे यू कैन अपेयर फॉर देम, ठीक है? आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेरी. Junior executive roles, you can always get a junior executive role at relatively smaller organization, right after you're done with your undergraduation, right? So marketing manager, right, that is something you can take on as a career opportunity since you have a decent expertise in marketing. BBA, bachelor's in business administration, right? So you have decent expertise in marketing, तो आप start कर सकते हो, आप उनको बोल सकते हो कि okay, you, and somehow these institutions, these organizations, they're going to train you. So if you're coming from a good institution, if you're coming from a prominent institution, I am telling you if you're a good student, they're going to take you as their employee and they're going to train you, because in any organization at the end of the day you're going to get training to become a good employee. Ma'am, JNU के लिए क्या? I am so really sorry, I could not understand your doubt. Can you please rephrase it, Rohit? मैम ड्यू जैट का पेपर कब होगा? इस ईयर तो बेटा अभी नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया है, ठीक है, तो वी आर वेटिंग फॉर द नोटिफिकेशन, एक्सपेक्टिंग द नोटिफिकेशन टू बी अराउंड फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ अप्रैल और मार्च में कभी भी. सो दैट इज़ व्हेन आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग द नोटिफिकेशन टू बी आउट, जहाँ पे वो आपको बताएंगे कि देखो जी हम एंट्रेंस टेस्ट ले रहे हैं, ठीक है, बट वी आर स्टिल वेटिंग फॉर दैट. Junior consultant, that is one of good career opportunities that you can get after BBA IPM, right? You can also work as a junior consultant at a prominent consulting firms like EY, Deloitte, McKinsey, right? Consultant at a think tank. You can also join a think tank organization as someone whose primary job would be brainstorming. So sky is the limit. Like you have a degree and you can choose whatever. Like I was discussing this with you right earlier as well, that if you get into institutions like IIM, Shaheed Sukhdev, Symbiosis, Christ, they teach you so many things. They are making you so diverse so that you can take up any career opportunity. So the sky is the limit for that. My score of best of 4 is Bhuvan, I won't sugarcoat this. I really won't sugarcoat this. You need to work very hard to get your entrance test score really high, 75% this year or for that matter any year, okay? For due JAT is not going to give you a very promising seat, but if you're able to get a very good score, a very good cutoff, okay, then you might have a chance at that, okay? So I won't sugarcoat it. ओके मैम ड्यू जैट इस बार CUCET से मर्ज हो गया है क्या? विशेष just to understand this, I'll give you a very basic logic. Delhi University used to conduct their DUET, that was Delhi University Entrance Test, for which due JAT was a part. ठीक है, तो DUET का पार्ट था due JAT. तो अगर CUCET होगा तो इस साल अभी भी वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू से कि वो अलग हो जाएगा, उसका सिलेबस वही रहेगा. ड्यू जैट अलग नहीं होने वाला. वो जॉइंट एडमिशन टेस्ट फॉर द BBA वो कंपलसरी है, अभी तक उसके साथ कोई छेड़छाड़ नहीं हुई है. हाँ, लेकिन फॉर द अदर वोकेशनल कोर्सेज दैट इज गोइंग टू गेट कंबाइंड विद CUCET. JNU के एग्जाम नो नोटिफिकेशन ऑन दैट रोहित, आई एम रियली सॉरी, अभी तक कोई नोटिफिकेशन ऑफिशियल नहीं आया है. सो सेइंग समथिंग वुड बी रॉन्ग एट माई एंड, ठीक है. एक्सपेक्टिंग देम टू मर्ज विद इट, ठीक है, एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं उनसे भी कि वो मर्ज करेंगे, बट अभी तक कोई ऑफिशियल नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया है, राइट. सो हिंट मिल चुके हैं उनकी तरफ से, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ की तरफ से, दैट दे आर गोइंग टू गेट कंबाइंड विद CUCET, right? So that is the only information for that query that I can give you. Now guys, benefits of BBA. The first thing is flexible career options. As I just discussed, sky is the limit. You can diversify your profile as much as you want to. Okay? A candidate who has specialized knowledge in the domain of medical studies might only be able to work in medical industry, but a candidate who has pursued education in management domain is flexible enough to work at managerial or business related positions at any type of organization. So if you want to do management, आप medical management में भी जा सकते हो, आप engineering firms की management में जा सकते हो, you can go into education sector and do management वहाँ पे. So many opportunities are there. मैम CUCET का BBA सिलेबस में हायर मार्क्स नहीं है. Yes, विशेष, absolutely correct. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. ड्यू जैट के लिए मैथ्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, CUCET के लिए ऐसा नोटिफिकेशन बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. एवरीवन इज एलिजिबल टू सिट इन फॉर CUCET, ठीक है, वन एंट्रेंस टेस्ट फॉर दैट लेवल. आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेरी. कैंडिडेट्स विद स्पेशलाइज्ड नॉलेज इन बिजनेस एंड मैनेजमेंट हैव एंडलेस पॉसिबिलिटीज, ठीक है. ये मैंने आपसे पहले भी बोला है कि क्योंकि यू डू नॉट हैव एक इंजीनियर होगा वो उसको MBA करना पड़ेगा टू कम इनटू मैनेजमेंट. एक MBBS जो होगा उसको भी MBA करना पड़ेगा. बट इफ यू आर इन BBA, ठीक है, यू कैन गेट इनटू एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स, ठीक है, अगर आप अपना MBA बाद में भी करना चाहते हो तो अ लॉट मेनी इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर रेडी टू pay for your MBA first of all, and the second thing is they allow you to have sabbatical so that you can go and have your MBA, right? So बहुत सारी opportunities मिलती हैं अगर आप BBA को consider करते हो या IPM को consider करते हो, क्योंकि IPM में तो 5 year integrated program है, आप MBA करके ही निकलेंगे. Also Having that being said, I would like to add that if you get into 5-year integrated program of IIMs, you have opportunity to say after 3 years that okay, I'll probably give CAT again and I'll come back later on. Right now, after 3 years, I'm saying it is enough IIM for me. I'll go and get a job, and after some years I'm going to get my MBA, and for that you can give CAT again. तो कोई problem नहीं है अगर आप अपने 5-year integrated को 3-year BBA में भी convert कर लेते हो, right? So from job to entrepreneurship, from business ownership to freelancing, candidates with specialized knowledge in marketing, data analytics, consulting, they have been known to build a stellar and flexible career, and right after their college education, because these prominent institutes that we were discussing, they are going to provide you with placements. Okay, so a lot many institutions are going to come and fight for you guys. It's like Shark Tank, right? So they're going to fight for you to have be there with their organization if you are a good student, and if you're learning whatever comes in your way through these good prominent BBA colleges. Ma'am, BBA from DU, which exam to give? Beta DU JAT विशेष, DU JAT, ठीक है? अरे लक्षिका, नेकी और पूछ, of course, each and every exam that I'm telling you over here, it is good. That is why they are in the list. ठीक है? Vishesh, I really hope that answers your query. ठीक है? Of course, that is DU JAT. Okay, so from one organization to another, from one business scenario to another, from one geographical landscape to another, those who are in business management related roles gain robust and varied experience in the area of specialization. ठीक है? So वो एक जो चीज़ है जो आपके पास ऑफर होता है कि ओके आई कैन ट्राई दिस, आई कैन ट्राई दैट, ठीक है, तो वो सारी की सारी चीज़ें आपको BBA के थ्रू मिल जाती हैं. आई हैव सो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हु आर राइट नाउ इन IIMs, and these institutions, they are always so readily giving you so much knowledge and so much diversification in their curriculum that after you complete your degree, you can use this knowledge to go anywhere and apply that knowledge. Okay? Careers in business and management domain are one of the highest and most well paid ones. Okay? So if मैम इस बार दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी CUCET के येस विशेष आई थिंक आपको ये काफ़ी इसमें डाउट है, तो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी CUCET का स्कोर एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है. दिस हैज़ बीन नोटिफाइड बाय दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटीज़ वाइस चांसलर, ठीक है, मिस्टर योगेश सिंह. ऑल्सो DU JAT होगा ही, ठीक है, सो CUCET का स्कोर एक्सेप्ट होगा एंड DU JAT होगा ही. आई होप दैट आंसर्स योर क्वेरी नाउ. ऑफ कोर्स लक्षिका, मैं हमेशा ये बोलती हूँ कि जितने भी एडमिशन जितने भी एंट्रेंस टेस्ट आप दे सकते हो, ठीक है, यू ऑलवेज द मोर चॉइसेस यू हैव द बेटर opportunities you're going to have in your career. At an undergraduate level, guys, the mean annual salary of individual graduating from stellar institutes, ठीक है, on an average it is from 7 to 8 lakhs, right? And now this is individuals graduating right after your education. You have no expertise in anything. So a lot many students are like, but ma'am अगर मैं इन institutions में जाता हूँ तो मुझे तो ज़्यादा weightage मिलना चाहिए. Agreed, for that matter I am going to agree with you, but do you have any experience? ठीक है, जैसे अगर आप कहीं पे भी जाओ, आप किसी भी लॉयर से मिलते हो, यू लाइक ओके दिस इज़ योर फर्स्ट केस, लेट मी गिव यू 5 lakhs फॉर हियरिंग, कैन यू डू दैट? नो. ठीक है, तो जब आप लर्न कर लोगे यही 7 to 8 lakhs जो है वो बढ़ता जाएगा. सो स्टार्टिंग के लिए दिस इज़ वन ऑफ अ वेरी 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 गुड पैकेज. तो आप इन इंस्टीट्यूशन से, क्योंकि अदर इंस्टीट्यूशंस जो हैं जो गुड इनफ नहीं है, यू माइट गेट लेसर देन दैट, बट ये वन ऑफ द एवरेज पैकेजेस है जो आपको इन इंस्टीट्यूशन से मिल सकता है. एट SSCBS, दैट इज शहीद सुखदेव, ठीक है, द हाइएस्ट इज अबाउट 18 lakhs आफ्टर यू हैव जस्ट ग्रेजुएटेड, राइट? सो दैट इज one of the very important factors. At the postgraduate level, the mean salary at the top IIMs of the country is about 25 to 30 lakhs, right? So ये चीज़ें कुछ अच्छा लेकर आती हैं कि ओके आई एम गोइंग टू वर्क फॉर दिस, आई एम गोइंग टू बी अ गुड स्टूडेंट, आई एम गोइंग टू लर्न एज मेनी थिंग्स एज पॉसिबल. एंड वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग along with each and everything, okay, I've told you they are going to give you good curriculum, I'm telling you that they have good faculties, they are having good NIRF ranking, but at the same time, instead of just giving you theoretical knowledge, these institutions that we discussed are also going to give you practical knowledge, and that is what makes them pioneers, ठीक है, of the institutions which are offering you BBA. मैम DU से अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज 4 साल के, मेरे हिसाब से तो फ़ायदा है. भुवन, you want to take a break, ठीक है, आफ्टर योर सेकेंड ईयर you might want to take a break, like you want to know, okay, I want to try other things and probably travel for that matter, ठीक है, because that is equally important nowadays. You need to know where you want to settle down, ठीक है, then that is one of the good things ना. You can always come back and resume your studies, so that is one of the good things, ठीक है. However, ये अभी draft process में है, ठीक है, so I know it is officially given in the Delhi University website. However, अगर आप वहाँ पे जाके देखेंगे, it is draft, ठीक है. So they are taking in as many जैसे अगर मैं वो मुझसे पूछे तो वो मेरी इन्फॉर्मेशन को या मेरे इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर को, ठीक है, जो मैं सोचती हूँ उस चीज़ के बारे में, दे टेक दैट इनटू नोटिस एज वेल. सो वो बहुत सारे बच्चों से बोल रहे हैं कि ओके आप हमें रिव्यू दीजिए, आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं ब्रेक से, आप वो रिव्यू दीजिए. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट दे आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, दैट इज़ इन ड्राफ्ट पोजीशन. मैम अब BBA 4 years का होगा. अरे विशेष इतना क्यों स्ट्रेस ले रहे हो तुम? ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. इफ़ यू वांट टू गेट दैट डन इन 3 years यू कैन डू दैट. हाउएवर दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी अभी एक ड्राफ्ट तैयार कर रही है दैट यू माइट इफ for that matter you want to take a break in between, you will be able to do that, ठीक है. So that is in drafting position. So उसके ऊपर अभी कोई notification नहीं आया. Trust me, I am researching on that as well at my end. So all the best guys. Before moving to our next session, or before I give you any other session का information, I would like to tell you that our champions course for CUCET 2022 is offering you 120 plus live classes, जहाँ पे आपको हर एक टॉपिक के बारे में आपका जो टॉपिक है वो कवर होगा, उसके बारे में क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस होंगे. देन वी आर गिविंग यू मॉक टेस्ट, सेक्शनल टेस्ट, प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस, राइट. यू कैन टेक द फ्री ट्रायल. Also, I am going to go live on this 4th of March 2 PM, where I will be discussing how you guys can manage IPMAT with boards, right? So make sure you join for this. इसको कैसे join करना है? I'm really sorry. This is not on 4th of March. This is on 12th of March. ठीक है? So आपको क्या करना है? जाना है फ्री मेगा वर्कशॉप के लिए. क्या करना है? ज्वाइन करना है, राइट. सो BBA रैंकर्स कोर्स फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नर्सी, सिम्बियोसिस, इंदिराप्रस्थ, क्राइस्ट, सेंट जेवियर्स, ठीक है. मेक श्योर यू डू दैट एंड टेक योर फ्री ट्रायल. अगर आप इनमें से एक भी के लिए भी और एक से ज़्यादा के लिए भी प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो. IPMAT and DUJAT का स्कोप बूस्टर कोर्स है फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर IPM and DUJAT, राइट. एंड दिस हैज़ बीन लॉन्च्ड ऑन 18th of Feb. सो अगर आपको फ्री ट्रायल लेना है, यू शुड बी डूइंग दैट एज सून एज पॉसिबल, क्योंकि जितना लेट करोगे तुम्हारा ही नुकसान है. कोई भी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको चाहिए, आप हमें इस नंबर पे कॉल कर सकते हैं, और द नंबर्स दैट आर गिवन बिलो. Salik sir is giving you special free sessions for journal awareness. I am giving you special free sessions for logical reasoning. Salik sir does that at 2 PM. I go live at 4 PM. Alpa ma'am gives you 12:30 के ऊपर special free sessions for verbal, right? And quantitative ability के special free sessions for BBA Entrance Exam at 11 AM by Ankur Tomar sir. So we are there to help you to reach your dream college. And if you are yet to download BYJU'S Exam Prep app, make sure you do it as soon as possible. And if you like the video, do hit that like button, right? And do subscribe to our channel guys, and I'll be back with many other important informations for the same. Okay, I'm going to meet you in the next session. Till then, please take care of yourself. Bye bye everyone. Take care.